Yeah.
I mean, just reading that, I haven't even thought about doing such things, but this one's just, they're bullying.
Yeah.
This one's worse than Naughty Friedrich.
I mean, why would you write this for children's story? You're just giving kids like idea what to do.
True. Well, let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see on the second part.
Yeah, interesting. You didn't.
What?
How come they live?
I know, right? They've been like baked. That's like, how do you call it? Like baked meat, like this bread with meat inside.
Yeah.
I forgot how it's called, but yeah.
How?
Like it was almost like, almost there.
Yeah.
He built up all this anger.
Yeah, so that the reader can also get annoyed, and so the ending would be justified.
That's true, but do it. Is this for kids?
Yeah, if you do pranking, you will.
Are we satisfied?
I think it's a bit too much, but it's alright. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you're.
After all that.
Yeah. God be praised. The town is free from this great rascality.
Oh, yes. What is the boys were just? How do you call it?
Misunderstood.
Welcome to the
Nosy
Noisy Neighbors podcast with Chang and Nin, where two immigrants in Germany talk about expat stuff.
Happy Halloween, Chang.
Yes. Happy Halloween.
Yes.
Culmination of our Halloween special. Yes.
Alright.
So, are we ready?
Yes, we are always ready.
Okay. So now, what are we?
So we're going to read Max und Moritz, eine Bubengeschichte in sieben Streichen. Yes.
Or
Mhm.
Max and Moritz.
Yes.
A Rascal's History.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is about the prankster.
The pranksters.
OG prankster.
That's true. And it's written by
Wilhelm Busch.
a German guy.
Yeah, a German humorist, poet, illustrator, and painter, according to Wikipedia.
That's a lot of titles.
Yeah, but this is published in 1865.
Okay, so they're just like, almost on the same
Era as Grimm and Struwwelpeter.
Okay. This era, they love scaring kids, no?
Yeah.
So they're probably, your typical uncle who scares the shit out of you.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so shall we read?
go forward, you?
Okay.
Or no, I don't know.
You can start.
Okay, so let's start with forward.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to read it and then we can just whatever. We're going to read, by the way, the English translation, which was translated in 1906 already, right?
Yeah, this one's from the 53rd edition. 53rd
53rd?
edition.
How many editions does it have?
I don't know. But if it's from 1800s or something, then
It
yeah.
probably has hundreds of editions now.
That's true. Hopefully, this one still, brings us to the conclusion of moral,
Lessons.
good lessons.
All right. So, okay. How oft we read or heard of boys we almost stand in fear of. For example, take these stories of two youths named Max and Moritz, who instead of early turning their young minds to useful learning, often leered with horrid pictures at their lessons and their teachers. So these are naughty, naughty kids.
Well, they probably get coal for Christmas.
Look now at the empty head. He is for mischief always ready. Teasing creatures, climbing fences, stealing apples, pears, and quinces is, of course, a deal more pleasant and far easier for the present than to sit in school or churches, fix their roosters on their perches.
Mm-hmm.
But oh dear, oh dear, oh dearie, when the end comes sad and dreary, 'tis a dreadful thing to tell that on Max and Moritz fell. All they did this book rehearses, both in pictures and in verses.
Okay, so this is like a mashup of, what's that kid again? In Struwwelpeter?
Is he the one who likes to kill birds and cats?
Yeah, that's the naughty Friedrich.
Mm.
And then, like, the airhead.
Yeah. And also the one doing the dishes. Yeah, the one.
Sapel Philip
Yeah, the one he
was
can
always
sit.
like moving
Yeah, he can sit
around.
still. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
first trick. Ready, Chang.
Okay, so for the first trick, the most people who have leisure, raising poultry gives great pleasure. First, because the eggs they lay us, for the care we take, repay us. Secondly, that now and then we can dine on roasted hen. That's true.
Yummy.
Thirdly, of the hens and gooses, feathers men make various uses. Some folks like to rest their heads in the night on feather beds. One of these was Widow Tibbets, whom the cut you see exhibits. Hens were hers in number 3 and a cock of majesty. Max and Moritz took a view, fell to thinking what to do. 1, 2, 3. As soon as said, they have sliced a loaf of bread. Cut each piece again in 4, each a finger thick no more. These to 2 cross threads they tie, like a letter X they lie. In the widow's yard with care, stretched by those 2 rascals there. Scarce the cock had seen the sight when he up and crowed with might. Cock-a-doodle-doo, tack, 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 the trio flew. Cock and hens, like fowls unfed, gobbled each a piece of bread, but they found, on taking thought, each of them was badly caught. Jesus Christ. Every way they pull and twitch, this strange cat's cradle to unhitch. Jump into the air they fly, Jiminy, oh Jiminy. On a tree behold them dangling in the agony of strangling, and their necks grow long and longer, and their groans grow strong and stronger. Each lays quickly 1 egg more, then they cross to other shore. Widow Tibbets in her chamber, by this death cries, waked from slumber. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Rushes out with bodeful thought. Heavens, what sight her vision caught! From her eyes the tears are streaming. Oh, my cares, my toil, my dreaming. Ah, life's fairest hope, says she, hangs upon that apple tree. Heartsick, you well may suppose, for the carving knife she goes. Cuts the bodies from the bow, hanging cold and lifeless now. And in silence, bathed in tears, through her house door disappears. This was the bad boy's first trick, but the second follows quick.
The vegans wouldn't like this.
That's true.
That's animal abuse.
Well, not only for vegans, but for PETA as well.
Yeah. Oh my
I mean,
God.
just reading that, I haven't even thought about doing such things, but this one's just, they're bully.
Yeah.
This one's worse than naughty Friedrich, or that guy.
Well, he also killed birds and,
That's
cats and
true.
dogs. But this one, he left this chickens for them to torture.
That's true. This one's like really torture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, these fucking kids.
That's like very grim, right?
I mean, why would you write this for children's story? You are just giving kids like idea what to do.
True. Well, let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see on the second part.
Yeah, interesting. We didn't read this before this record.
No.
All right. So second trick. When the worthy widow Tibbets, whom the cut below exhibits, had recovered on the morrow from the dreadful shock of sorrow, she, as soon as grief would let her think, began to think 'twere better just to take the dead, the dear ones, who in life were walking here once, and in a still noonday hour, them well roasted to devour. True, it did seem almost wicked when they lay so bare and naked, picked and sinked before the blaze. They that once in happier days in the yard or garden ground all day long went scratching around. Yeah, that's so sad. Like she even,
She felt,
remember the happy days.
Yeah, she probably loved her chickens.
Yeah, like they're probably like the pets, you know.
True.
Frau Tibet wept anew, and poor Spitz was with her too. Max and Moritz smelled the savor, climbed the roof, cried each young shaver. Wait, Spitz is a dog?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Mm.
Through the chimney now with pleasure, they behold the tempting treasure, headless in the pan there, lying, hissing, browning, steaming, and frying. At that moment, down the cellar, dreaming not what soon befell her, Widow Tibbets went for sauerkraut, which she would oft devour with exceeding great desire. That's so German, no? With sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Warm a little at the fire. Up there on the roof, meanwhile, they're doing things in style. Max already with forethought, a long fishing line has brought.
Just
Oh my God.
Mio.
Schnoop de whoop, a second bird. Schnoop de whoop, up comes the third. Presto, number 4 they haul. Schnoop de whoop, we have them all. Spitz looked on, we must allow, but he barks, row wow wow.
They took all.
Yeah, but the dog is like barking, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, like they killed it and then they let the Frau Tibet cooked it and then just for them to steal.
True.
But the rogues are down instant there from this roof and off they canter. Ha! I guess there will be a humming. Here's the widow Tibet's coming. Yeah, rooted stood she to the spot when the pan her vision caught. Gone was every blessed bird. Horrid Spitz was her first word.
Oy, poor Spitz.
Oh, you Spitz, you monster, you. Let me make him black and blue.
Oy, poor dog.
The dog was beaten.
Well,
Black and blue.
he did not know. Jesus. Okay.
And the heavy ladle thwack comes down on poor Spitz's back.
Poor
Oh my
dog.
God. Loud he yells with agony, for he feels his conscience free.
That's true.
It's just a dog, Frau.
Mm.
Max and Moritz, dinner over, in a hedge, snored under cover. And of that great hen feast now, each has but a leg to show. This was now the second trick, but the third will follow quick.
So,
I hope there will be a consequence at the end, dear.
hopefully. But you know what? In
Mhm.
the Philippines, well, I don't know, in the province, it's popular to steal someone else's chicken for
For
meal.
food.
And that's what we always say. The person who steals the chicken always gets like, bad
Tummy ache. Yeah. Because it's a stolen food.
And hopefully that happens to them as well.
And they did not just steal it. They
Killed it.
tortured they tortured the chicken.
That's true. And poor Spitz.
Yeah, the dog like took the consequences. It's
That's
not
true.
his fault. Oh my God, it's just a dog.
And we cannot blame Frau Tibbets though.
Yeah.
Because, she was with the dog and that's the only
She didn't
thing.
know better.
True. She did not know how do you call that? The fishing line would not get cooked from the hot chimney or
Yeah.
something.
Okay, third trick.
But yeah. So the third trick. Through the town and country round was one Mr. Buck renowned. Sunday coats and weekday sack coats, bobtails, swallowtails, and frock coats, gaiters, breeches, hunting jackets, waistcoats with commodious pockets, and other things too long to mention, claimed Mr. Taylor Buck's attention. Or, if anything wanted doing, in the way of darning, sewing, piecing, patching, if a button needed to be fixed or put on. Anything of any kind, anywhere, before, behind. Master Buck could do the same, for it was his life's great aim.
Yes, with passion.
Passion in life. Therefore, all the population held him high in estimation. Max and Moritz tried to invent ways to plague this worthy gent. Not good. Right before the Sartor's dwelling ran a swift stream roaring swelling. This swift stream a bridge did span, and the road across it ran. Max and Moritz naught could awe them, Took a saw, then no one saw them. Ritze, ratze, riddle, diddle, saw the gap across the middle. When this feat was finished well, suddenly was heard a yell. Hallo there, come out you buck. Tailor, tailor, muck, muck, muck. Buck could bear all sorts of jeering, jibes and jokes in silence hearing. But this insult roused such anger, nature couldn't stand it longer. Wild with fury, up he started. With his yardstick out he darted. For once more that frightful jeer, muck, 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 rang loud and clear. On the bridge, one leap he makes. Crash! Beneath his weight it breaks. Once more rings the cry, muck, muck, in head foremost plumps poor Buck. While the scared boys were skedaddling,
What a word.
right? Down the brook, two geese came paddling. On the legs of these two geese, with a death clutch, Buck did seize. And with both geese well in hand, flutters out upon dry land. For the rest he did not find things exactly to his mind. Soon it proved poor Buck had brought a dreadful belly ache from the water. Noble Mrs. Buck, she rises, fully equal to the crisis. With a hot flat iron, she draws the cold out.
Oh my God.
Soon 'twas in the mouths of men, all through town. Buck's up again. This was the bad boy's third trick, but the fourth will follow quick.
Do you think the hot flat iron is really hot or maybe it's just warm?
For sure, I saw this old iron from my aunt.
Yeah,
We used this coal, fill inside this like
the one that's heavy. I know. I saw that too in museum.
yeah. We used it.
Really?
I was a child and then I saw her use this one.
Really?
Like we have to prepare the coal and then put it inside the iron. Other than it's heavy, it's extremely hot.
But why would she use it for the Bauchschmerzen?
I don't know. Like that's one. It's very.
It's so weird, you know. I thought like, you know, when you have like a tummy ache, sometimes you just need a hot compress.
Yeah,
That's probably what
that's
it is.
the problem. They don't have like this, like a warmer flesh.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that's all. Like these are menace.
Yeah. They are.
Right? Where's the Jugendamt when do you need them? Like we're still on the third. There's
Yeah.
7.
Like, and what's worse is they are pranking on adults, not fellow kids.
That's true. And I think it's better with adults. If they do it with kids, the other kids might die.
Well, that's true. And also probably the other kids will turn into bully as well.
True.
But they are, what do you call this?
they're destroying
The livelihood. Yeah.
True. And they're also like, they think about it. Like they plan it.
Yeah. So mean.
What's wrong with these kids? Okay, let's go to the fourth trick.
All right. An old saw runs somewhat so. Man must learn while here below. Not alone the ABC raises man in dignity. Not alone in reading, writing. Reason finds a work inviting. Not alone to solve the double. Rule of 3 shall man take trouble. But must here with pleasure sage teach the wisdom of the ages. Of this wisdom an example to the world was Master Lempel. For this cause, to Max and Moritz, this man was the chief of horrors. For a boy who loves bad tricks, wisdom's friendship never seeks. With the clerical profession, smoking always was a passion. So he's a chain smoker.
Basically.
And this habit, without question, while it helps promote digestion, is a comfort no one can well begrudge a good old man. When the day's vexations close and he sits to seek repose. Max and Moritz, flinty-hearted, on another trick have started, thinking how they may attack a poor old man through his tobacco. Oh my God, it has something to do with fire now.
Good Lord.
Once, when Sunday morning breaking, pious heart to gladness waking, poured its light where, in the temple, at his organ sate Herr Lempel. These bad boys, for mischief ready, stole into the good man's study, where his darling Meerschaum stands, This Max hold in both his hands. While young Moritz, escaped Graceborn, climbs and gets the powder horn, and with speed the wicked soul pours the powder in the bowl. Hush and quick, now right about, for already church is out. Lempel closes the church door, glad to seek his home once more. All his service well got through. Take his keys and music too, and his way delighted wends homeward to his silent friends. Full of gratitude, he there lights his pipe and takes his share. Ah, he says, no joy is found like contentment on earth round.
Okay.
Like, can you imagine, like, you're comfortable
That's
and then
true.
fizz, whiz, boom. The pipe is burst, almost shattered into dust. Coffee pot and water jug, snuff box, inkstand, tumbler, mug, table, stove, and easy chair. All are flying through the air in a lightning powder flash with most tremendous crush.
So that was
I don't know, like a dynamite thingy
Dynamite
powder.
oh, that's very lethal.
When the smoke cloud lifts and clears, Lempel on his back appear. God be praised, still breathing there, only somewhat worse for wear. Wait, oh my God, the next is like so.
Okay.
Nose, hands, eyebrows, once like yours, now are black as any Moors. Burn the last thin spear of hair, and his fate is wholly bare. Who shall now the children guide? Lead their steps to wisdom's side. Who shall now, for Master Lempel, lead the service in the temple? Now that his old pipe is out, shattered, smashed, gone up the spout. Time will heal the rest once more, but the pipe's best days are over. This was the bad boy's fourth trick, but the fifth will follow quick.
Okay, so Herr Lempel is pastor or something.
Kind of.
Or an organist like Mozart and
Yeah, because he has a music note and stuff. But maybe he's like a Sunday school teacher.
yeah, who enjoys
His pipe.
smoking.
Yeah, but yeah, his face is, burned.
That's true.
They don't just destroy livelihood, but they also destroy the face of people.
That's true. That's very grim.
Yeah, that's just like outright evil.
Exactly. Where
Just
are
for
the
fun.
parents?
Just for fun, they do that. I would have understand if Herr Lempel did something wrong.
That's true. Like, he tried to touch little kids.
Yeah, like he was like a pervert or something, a pedophile, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's just like a normal dude who enjoys his pipe.
That's true. And then, like these two pesky kids.
Yeah.
Just because.
But Herr Lemper is, he's a positive thinker.
Like time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said like, oh, thank God I'm still breathing, like the first thing he thought was that, not just like, who fucked me up with
Yeah.
this pipe.
Yeah, like nobody ever thought about blaming these two boys.
Yeah.
Like, where are the parents?
Yeah, no?
Are they new in town? Yes.
All right, the fifth trick.
So, for the fifth trick, if in village or in town, you've an uncle settled down, always treat him courteously. Uncle will be pleased thereby. In the morning to you, any errand I can do you. Fetch whatever he may need, pipe to smoke and news to read. Or should some confounded thing prick his back, or bite or sting, nephew then will be nearby, ready to his help to fly. Or a pinch of snuff, maybe, sets him sneezing violently. Prost, uncle, good health to you, God be praised, much good may it do you. Or he comes home late, perchance, pull his boots off then at once. Fetch his slippers and his cap, and warm gown his limbs to wrap. Be your constant care, good boy. What shall give your uncle joy? Max and Moritz, need I mention, had not any such intention. See now how they try their wits, these bad boys on Uncle Fritz. What kind of a bird a May? Bug was that. Bug was, they knew, I dare say. In the trees they may be found, flying, crawling, wriggling round. Max and Moritz, great painstaking. From a tree these bugs are shaking. In their cornucopia papers.
Wow.
What's that?
Special kind of paper.
Yeah. They collect these pinching creepers. Soon they are deposited in the foot of Uncle's bed. With his peaked nightcap on, Uncle Fritz to bed has gone. Tucks the clothes in, shuts his eyes, and in sweetest slumber lies. Kritze kratze come the Tartars, single file from their night quarters. And the captain boldly goes straight at Uncle Fritz's nose. Bah! He cries, what have we here? Seizing that grim grenadier. Uncle, wild with fright, upspringed and bedclothes from his fling. Ouch! He seizes two more scape, graces from his shin and nape. Crawling, flying to and fro, round the buzzing rascals go. Wild with fury, Uncle Fritz stamps and slashes them to bits. Oh, be joyful, all gone by, is the Maybug's devil try. Uncle Fritz, his eyes can close, once again in sweet repose. This was the bad boy's fifth trick, but the sixth will follow quick.
But at least it's way less mean than the others.
Yeah, unless you're really tired and you
Yeah.
wanna go to sleep.
But he didn't get in any injury like the other, like Herr Lemper.
That's true. Or get beaten up by the Frau
Yeah, from the window top.
Tibets.
Yeah. Or you didn't get any Bauchschmerzen.
That's true. But you know what? If you have this experience going in bed, you get traumatized by the idea probably there's more.
Yeah.
And then with any like
Crawling.
crawling feeling, you get paranoid like, oh, it's baby this thing again.
Well, he's an uncle, so he's an old man. He's probably not into like, I think, like crawling stuff,
It's
Only
not for
It's for old men.
elderly.
Yeah. only like kids or like women probably. Like
okay, are
afraid of that.
sensitive of this.
Yeah, I would say. 'Cause-
Hopefully he got his like good sleep though.
yeah. All right.
So the sixth trick.
Easter days have come again when the pious baker men bake all sorts of sugar things, plum cakes, ginger cakes, and rings. Max and Moritz feel an ache in their sweet tooth for some cake, but the baker thoughtfully locks his shop and takes the key. Who would steal then? This must do, wriggle down the chimney flue. Ratch! There comes the boys, my Jiminy, black as ravens, down the chimney.
Okay.
Puff into a chest they drop, full of flour up to the top. Out they crawl from under cover, just as white as chalk all over.
Okay.
So they started as a black people, and now they're white.
They're very
They're very white. But the cracknels, precious treasure, on a shelf they spy with pleasure. Knacks, the chair breaks, down they go. Schwap into a throw of dough.
okay.
All enveloped now in dough. See them, monuments of woe. In the baker comes and snickers when he sees the sugar liquors.
Oh God.
1, 2, 3, the brats behold. Into 2 good broths are rolled. There's the oven, all red hot. Shove 'em in as quick as thought.
Good for them.
Yeah, justice. Rough, out with them from the heat. They are brown and good to eat.
Oh.
Now you think they've paid the debt? No, my friend, they're leaving yet.
Wow. Wow.
Crispy, crunchy like 2 mice. Through their cases they gnaw in tries. And the baker cries, you bet, there's the rascal leaving yet. This was the bad boy's 6th trick, but the last will follow quick.
What?
How come they leave?
I know, right? They've been like baked. That's like, how do you call it? Like baked meat, like this bread with meat inside.
Yeah.
I forgot how it's called, but yeah.
How?
Like it was almost like, almost there.
Yeah. We should have not celebrated first.
Yeah, we celebrated
Too early.
Okay, so shall we go for the last trick?
Well, I hope this is the real justice.
Last trick. Max and Moritz, I grow sick. Same.
Same.
When I think on your last trick, why must these two scalawags cut those gashes in the bags?
Yeah.
See the farmer on his back carries corn off in a sack. Scarce has he begun to travel when the corn runs out like gravel. All at once he stops and cries, "Darn it, I see where it lies." Ha! With what delighted eyes Max and Moritz he espies. Rabs, he opens wide his sack, shovels the rogues in hookapack. It grows warm with Max and Moritz, for to mill the farmer hurries. "Master Miller, hello man, give me that as quick as you can." In with them, each wretched flopper headlong goes into the hopper. As the farmer turns his back, he hears the mill go creaky cracky. Here you see the bits post-mortem, just as fate was pleased to sort them. Master Miller's ducks with speed gobbled up the coarse grain feed.
They were milled alive.
They were milled alive and fed to the ducks.
Yeah. So this is the justice that we want.
Sorry. But yes.
Well, that's too much, but at least the pranking ends in this village.
That's true. Like the Wilhelm guy,
Wilhelm Busch.
you know, he built up all this anger.
Yeah, so that the reader can also get annoyed and so the ending would be justified.
That's true, but telling is this for kids?
Yeah, if you do pranking, you will be milled alive.
And fed to the ducks.
Yeah.
Oh, are we satisfied?
I think it's a bit too much, but it's all right. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you're...
After all that,
Yeah.
phew. Yeah, that was a roller coaster.
Yeah. Anyway.
Right? There's this conclusion still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zum Schluss. In the village, not a word, not a sign of grief was heard. Oh, that's sad. Like, I think that's so sad. Like, if you die, nobody grieve for you.
Mm.
Widow Tibets, speaking low, said, "I thought it would be so. None but self," cried Buck to blame. "Mischief is not life's true aim." Ay. Then said gravely Teacher Lempel, "There again is an example. To be sure, bad thing for youth," said the baker, a sweet tooth. "Even uncle says, good folks, see what comes of stupid joke." But the honest farmer, "Guy, what concern is that to I?" Through the place, in short, there went one wide murmur of content. God be praised, the town is free from this great rascality.
Oh, yes. What if the boys were just, how do you call it?
Misunderstood. Maybe they just have mental disability.
Can it cause being
Mischievous.
mischievous?
Yeah, like there's this personality disorder.
Oh, okay.
This is what antisocial is. You don't conform to the social norms.
Oh.
Maybe they are just that. Or borderline personality.
Yes, that was Jessica. What was that?
Who's Jessica?
Like, what was this film? No, that was Patricia.
Yeah. No, that was multiple personality disorder.
Okay, sorry.
It's not me. That was Patricia.
That was Patricia.
Yeah, maybe they were just understood. No, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but if you do that with intent,
Yeah.
they did it with intent. They planned it out.
Yeah.
But
Well, imagine exploding the teacher's face.
just because you don't enjoy, his class or
Yeah.
something.
And also torturing the chickens.
Yeah, exactly. That's not good. See, it was a
It's the circle of life.
circle of life. They tortured the chickens
And now they were the one who were tortured.
and fed to the cousins of chickens.
It probably hurts like you're slowly getting killed, in the mill.
Well, like what they did to the chickens.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Would you read this to kids?
yeah. Tell us in the comment section.
Yeah,
Did you read this to kids?
Is this for kids? But maybe for Halloween, that would be like an exception.
Yeah, well, because it's good, like, in our generation, during Halloween, like how they scare kids is through television.
True.
Maybe during this time they scare kids through reading books.
Yeah, because there were no televisions.
Back
Or,
then.
yeah, it's still too expensive. Yeah.
But it's interesting that how they scare kids is not through ghosts and everything. It's about being like mischievous,
Yeah, like
bad kids.
Yeah, back then. Which is, well, although this would highly be unlikely to happen in real life. But for kids, they always think like, yeah, that might happen.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can easily traumatize a kid actually. I told you before, right? Like when I was a kid, I watched
Castaway.
Castaway. Like I was traumatized. Like at night, I think about that.
What if you don't have Wilson with you?
Yeah. you know?
That's true. So, probably it was very effective back then.
Yeah.
Because, like, all sorts of stories come out quite often from, like Struwwel Peter. Then you have the Grimm's brothers, and then
Yeah.
you now have Max and Moritz.
There's probably more published.
Yeah. And these are some of the,
Most popular.
yeah, because this one's like 53rd edition. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my God. It's so...
That's it. That's for the Halloween special.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
See you next episode.
happy Halloween.
Bye.
Bye.